She and 600,000 other children around the world are dying because of air pollution.
We all know that air pollution is an inevitable issue in modern society. In 2012, air pollution took almost 7 million people's lives around the world. There is various sources of air pollution, but in this video we will focus on fine dust. The source of fine dust can be categorized between man-made pollutants like fumes coming from industrial activities and naturally produced pollutants such as volcanic eruptions or desert sand. These factors create small particles called particulate matter, which size is below 10 micrometer, and its small size can pass through filters in our body and directly absorb into our blood vessels. These particles accumulate and can cause DNA mutations, respiratory disease, and even premature death. Therefore, governments are funding tremendous amounts of financial aid into their environmental departments. However, pollution coming from foreign countries can make this effort meaningless. Recently, many countries are undergoing drastic industrialization, which is causing more pollution. These poisonous substances can travel thousands of miles by earth-air circulation. What is the main reason for this, and how can we escape from these risky environments?
Yeah, we actually have a big issue with pollution in Romania.
As far as I know, Budapest is the most air polluted city in Europe. Capital.
Because of pollution, we actually have a lot of health issues. The number of people that contract asthma, for example, is a little bit higher than the average in Europe. Yeah, also children and obviously the elderly are affected by this. So yeah, that's a big problem.
Well, obviously I think it's bad.
This is Lagos, the commercial and industrial nerve center of Nigeria. Emissions from vehicles are particularly of great concern to many.
I think the government has a lot to do. I believe if they can actually sanitize the system, okay, maybe there should be kind of some certification and make sure that the vehicles that apply our roads are actually in good condition. I think.
Air pollution in Hong Kong is quite serious.
중심부에 있던 공장들이 한국과 인접한 동쪽으로 이전을 하고 나서부터 그 공장의 오염 물질들이 대기로 퍼져나가서 그게 한국으로 바람을 타고.
There's a lot of factories in mainland China there, so that's why it's also affect Hong Kong air quality. I do outdoor sport usually. If the air pollution is keep like that, I can do some training or something.
뭐 우리나라에서 그랬잖아요. 뭐 자동차니 뭐 공장이니 특히 자동차가 문제면은 자동차 끌고 다니는 나라들 다 그래야 된다고 생각하고요.
그렇기 때문에 하늘이 일단 거의 흐린 날처럼 뿌옇게 보이고 차 사고가 일어난 적도 실제로 많았고 제일 안 좋은 건 건강에 아주 해롭다는 거죠. 해결책은 솔직히 없다고 봐요. 이거는 어쩔 수 없는 거예요. 이제 초대형 공기청정기를 도시 한가운데다가 설치를 해가지고 근데
실제로 네덜란드인지 덴마크인지 어디인지는 모르겠지만 나도 영국이랑 독일 때문에 그 문제가 심각했다고 그러더라고. 근데 영국이랑 독일한테 좀 제재를 좀 어쨌든 국외적인 부분이든 국내적인 부분이든 어쨌든 두 개 비율을 맞추었기 때문에 지금은 그 문제가 완화됐다고 들었기 때문에 우리나라도 그것을 해야 하지 않을까라고 생각합니다. 그래서 빨리 해결해야 된다고 생각합니다.
In Malaysia, we have quite a serious air pollution. Back in 2015-16, it's really hazy outside. We can't really see things that's out of 50 meters. So yeah, government advised us not to go out. Some of the classes are cancelled due to like serious haze. Unable to get fresh air. Once you go out, you feel like you're constrained inside. Because once you go out, when you breathe, it feels unnatural because the air is polluted and there's a scent. What is reported in the news that it is mainly caused by Indonesia, the illegal burning down of forests in Indonesia. So mainly the burning is in Sumatra and it gets blown over. It feels uneasy lah, like you're kept inside the room and you can't go out, feel constrained, kind of bad. Yes.
Volcanic ash has caused the worst disruption in air travel since 9/11. Here's what happened. Last night, a new vent opened and exploded in an already smoldering volcano under the ice cap in Iceland. This is what it did to air travel in Europe from 3 a.m. to noon. All the flights landed at just ground to a halt. More than 4,000 flights have been canceled, many of them from the U.S. to Europe, but most of them in Europe itself. By tonight, the ash cloud, we're told, will cover the entire United Kingdom.
Below 10,000 feet, which is where we've been operating today, we've found 3 distinct layers of volcanic residue. Speaking as an aeronautical engineer, I wouldn't want to be putting a big aeroplane up there at the moment.
Dust making its way across the ocean from Africa could affect people who have trouble breathing.
Dust from Africa comes up from the desert, gets caught up in the atmosphere.
KPRC 2 meteorologist Britta Merwin says that this happens every year. NASA says about 182 million pounds of dust will leave Africa every year.
Unfortunately, naturally caused nationwide air pollution cannot be solved with current technology, but in contrast, man-made pollution can be controlled. The Minister of Foreign Affairs of South Korea said air pollution needs to be taken care of as a long-term problem. However, it cannot be solved without cooperation or a place to have conversation with other countries and needs both parties, third party or even multilateral organization. For example, Malaysia, one of the countries that were affected by Indonesians' illegal logging, was able to lower the pollution level by talking and cooperating with each other. Europe made a CLRTAP, a convention for long-range transboundary air pollution after serious industrialization to solve the pollution problem and has been resolving issues since 1979. Countries that are not participating in these treaties or have a non-functional organization should be encouraged to unite and make the world a better place.